The Summit of Seven is a program that attempts to bring young men together with the older men of the community to strengthen those bonds, to foster good communications, to help us return to the times when we can really make a positive difference in the lives of young men in the community.
The primary goal is to train our boys and men to show them that the importance of their role as leaders in the family, in the community, and in society as a whole.
Well, it started out as a group of men, 3 men rather, that were deacons in the church. They got involved by starting a barbecue under the oak tree in the churchyard, on the church grounds.
We started out just a grassroots little program, and I thought it would always be small. But in our first summit, we had 200 people showed up, 200 males, 200 and young adults. And I was surprised. I said, wow, you know, I thought I may have 10, 20, 30, but it was 200 in the first year. And then I knew that we had something going. And I was surprised and taken back by that. And I said, you know, people really want help, but they don't know how to ask for it.
The Summit of Seven is so important because there's so many youth in our community that needs this kind of interaction. You know, again, we have a lot of youth these days, especially young men, who don't have that positive role model in their lives, don't have the guidance they need to grow up to be the kind of young men that we need taking their place in leadership roles in the community. And the Summit of Seven is a program that can help with that.
It starts within the home, and some of these young men are coming from some very tough backgrounds, but it's not impossible to still make it into a good high school, a good college, and ultimately into a good career.
Well, the need is ubiquitous. I mean, you know, it's kind of, we're dealing with a lot of kids that by definition I think we would say are at risk. And of course my definition that I think all young people are at risk. And so I think the need is universal. I think every community would benefit from it. Anytime you can get, you know, young people together with caring adults who are trying to nurture them, to try to, you know, share their experience and their wisdom, try to get them on, you know, the right path. I mean, that's got to be good for society overall. So yeah, I think it is something that certainly could spread and should spread.
When have you ever seen 200 kids, men, young boys, get together with men and fellowship without any fighting, any arguing? I mean, it's a good time. So, I mean, I don't think you could probably say never in your time have you ever seen that, and it's just a great time.
In my opinion, the most important thing about the Summit of Seven is that you're able to get around different people who are doing different things. And when I say that, I mean a lot of kids in that community aren't necessarily around attorneys in a positive light. They're not necessarily around engineers. So it's an opportunity for kids and their sponsors to come together and show these kids that there is a way that they can become whatever they want to be. And it's just a matter of us showing them what our path was, and then telling them that whatever you need to do to get to where you want to be, that's what you have to do.
This year, the workshops, we will have, we'll have 4 workshops, and one of them will be presented by Harris Corporation, and that will be a robotics and electronics workshop. And that gives the candidates an opportunity to be introduced to the engineering field.
Summit of Seven, one thing that I realized it's done over the years was it brought me close to technology. You know, I never really used to be into the video games a lot, but going to the Summit of Seven, you see these guys come out with their robots, they come out with their big old Microsoft gadgets that they're giving away and stuff, and it brought me closer to, after the Summit of Seven, to look into those stuff and go further when it comes to technology. And it brings something new every year. Every year is something different, so that's the good thing that we enjoy.
You see, so to show the young men that there are opportunities out there, that somebody does care about them, to know that these corporations send people out to take their time to show them something. Yeah, I do mean something. You know, I am somebody.
We have lost some along the way. Some of the kids, when they became 16, 17, like my mom used to tell you, they got too big for their britches. And they decided they want to be gangbangers and things of that nature. So we had some boys that really lost their lives. They got shot, killed, murdered. Not a lot of them, but one or two of them. And so that because somehow or another they lost their way. And so we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen to another child.
I see myself coming back and giving back to the program. When you're a part of something so big and something so important, you want to give back. You know, you're not because you have to, but because you just want to, you want to help out.
If we just say one, I believe we've done our job. Just one.
We're only touching the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more kids out there. I would love this program to be duplicated throughout not only Brevard County, but throughout not only Florida, but throughout the country. And I will personally help whoever wants to come out and start a summit to be a part of their movement as well.